So what flipped the switch in you to change that every single thing that keeps you away from your goals and your dreams? What was it? Tell me. So I want to know, what was it that flipped the switch in you to create, to finally accept your superpowers, to deliver, the thoughts, the dreams that you've been carrying around for quite some time now, and to put it out there, to live your artist's life, to live your creative life, to actually do what you love to do. And storytelling is hard as it does not seem. It's a very hard thing to perform. I think in order for a person to be good at it, he's got to practice a lot and make a lot of mistakes. Regardless of the fact how pathetic your situation is in your life, and I am pretty sure that your situation, if you're watching this video, your situation is not right now. So a lot of rights. I'm just experimenting right now. I'm trying to have my little fun while making this video. At the same time, I want to provide some service for my audience, I think. And because that's important, it's quite important that YouTubers provide some sort of service to their audience. It is a good storyteller, I believe a good storyteller is marked by his ability to store some idea in the mind of the audience. And I think that's what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to use my head as much as I can to give something of meaning and purpose to you, I think. So for example, like this video, I am walking around a lot looking like a fool to people around, but I'm in my head, in my world, I'm crafting a story. In my head, there is that world does not exist. It does exist, it does interfere with my visions, but it does interfere with my work. But that doesn't mean that you stop. That's an excuse, I think. If you are someone who's holding up his creative desires, don't do that. I think that's bad for you and for your creative desires as well. Try and, I also think I'm ashamed of myself. Most of the times I am ashamed of myself because I'm not utilizing the resources that I have to the fullest of their capabilities. And I've seen people, who start from scratch. I feel like I'm doing nothing. A thing or two that I have learned about organizing and cleaning is that like Jordan Peterson said, I always have his name incorrect. Like Jordan Peterson said, wait, let me activate the noise cancellation. There's going to be a lot of noise, so that's why. It's not about cleaning, it's about reconnecting with what matters. Now that I think about it and seeing the world, this concept of materialism, I mean, to all those people who say that whatever material, this thing, it doesn't matter, try having something that a physical thing that you start loving more than yourself. It's my father's car, okay? And he bought this with a lot of dreams. That's what I'm trying to say. He bought it with a lot of dreams, and that's why it matters to me now that he's not there anymore. But he is. He's here always, I think. I think I have a kind of a theory. Not a theory, but I think that people, when, let's say, when they pass away, I think the moment they pass away, they're reborn in some other life. Maybe the lives that they interacted with, or perhaps, they go to another dimension, perhaps, or perhaps they wake up from another sleep, who knows? So death is a concept that I think so far no one can answer what happens after death. But in our scriptures, in the Bhagavad Gita, it's very profoundly mentioned, the events after death. So that'll be a good read if you're interested in knowing about death. So do give it a read, So there is that. Let's take some B-roll shot. Ding dong. My dad would be proud of me, I think, seeing me doing all of this. While he was alive, I didn't care. I didn't care about this car. I didn't care about anything while he was here. And now that he's gone, it just flipped a switch in me. I think that. I forgot I have a mic. Yeah, I feel sorry for myself. But yeah, now that he's gone, everything has changed. My life has changed. The court is yet to give verdict. To those who don't know, somebody killed him, a drunk driver, and my dog too, Cooper, he also died. So I'm yet to get some word on that by the court. Life, lawyers and court and police, and you see the real face of it, the real truth of it when you have a first-hand experience, and that changes your whole perception about judgment, morality, hypocrisy. People who are real, people who are a man of their word. You get enough time to understand and reflect, I think. Yeah, back to where we were. Myself over here. This hut, it's more than just 4 walls and 1 roof. He imagined it, planned it, and made it real. And whenever I sit here now, I feel a part of him. Everywhere, in every corner. It's not just a hut. It's a piece of him. It's a piece of us. When I was younger, this was just a place. But now I realize it's more than just that. It's how he turned an idea into something real. How he left something behind for me to come and sit and meditate. This is like a portal for me and my father to connect, I think. That's why we build things. That's why materialism is not that bad. I mean, there's nothing beyond a level of consciousness that some might call spirituality. I would rather say there's a level of consciousness where you access your subconscious and you can change the conscious part that is almost distracted by a lot of things. It's funny how spaces do that. They hold memories. They reflect the people who shape them. And as I sit here now, I wonder, what am I going to build? What will I leave behind for someone to sit in years from now and feel connected to? This hut reminds me that everything we create, whether it's home or a habit or even a moment. So maybe the question isn't what are we building, but how are we making it meaningful? I think that's the right question, because one day they'll wonder about the story you left behind.